In my play, Romeo and Juliet are star-crossed lovers who both meet a tragic end.
Maybe it's not an ending at all. What if she wakes up and decides to just move on?
Rachel, let's talk about this. First of all, congratulations. We get to see you and Juliet as Juliet in Cincinnati. Tell me how this feels to know that you're going to get to take the show on the road, quite literally.
Catherine, I cannot believe that I'm here, one. But secondly, I'm recognizing the place that I'm at in my life. It comes with the fears and the imposter syndromes, but it also comes with the joys and the excitement and the overwhelmingness of it all, you know? So I'm really excited.
You mentioned joy. There's not a word I could think of that could describe and Juliet more than that. So for people who haven't seen it or who are expecting to see it, tell us about the show.
So and Juliet is a remake, a retelling, a spoof, if you will, you know, of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It's as if Juliet decides not to kill herself. Anne Hathaway, which is Shakespeare's actual historic wife, she comes in and she's just like, I think you're a great writer, but we can improve the story. Mm-hmm. And so she adds her own flair to it, and we see where it can go. And so the show is an amalgamation of love stories and joy and celebration and coming of age for many of the characters, but specifically for Juliet.
It is a great story, punctuated by this incredible music from Max Martin. And people may not know who he is, but they will after they see this show. Tell us some of the songs and that we're going to get to experience during this performance.
Max Martin has written the pop soundtrack for basically the last 30 years. So I'm thinking about Britney Spears songs. You've got some Bon Jovi. You've got Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. There's so many incredible artists.
And it's interesting also because you hear them in a completely different way because they are reimagined between characters and you start to hear them in a completely different way. What is that like performing each night?
You're listening to the songs that you've heard on the radio and you really, really want to sing along, but it's also like, wait, there's a story happening here. So I'm singing along and then I'm excited because that really made sense in the story. Like, how did you make that work with this song?
I love the way, without giving too much away, the way in Juliet ends. What do you think that message sends to the audience?
You are good enough as you are, and that you can take control over your own life, and that no one else has any dictation in what your life is and how you will bloom.
What is this like taking this show in front of audiences every night as Juliet?
Being in the role of Juliet and leading the company, sometimes when I get a moment to look out into the crowd and I see a smile or two, or I see a child looking up longingly, I'm like, wow, this is what it means to do theater. This is what it means to share art with the world, and all of the craziness that happens behind the scenes and the costume changes and the tired, my legs hurt, my voice hurts, all of that doesn't matter. And I get to sit in the moments, each moment with my scene partners, each moment with the musicians, and collaborate. And it feels like a dream come true each time.
Is it just me? Or did this just become the best party ever?